Hi, I'm Mike with Sereno Group, and I'm here with Scott Chin with Allied Insurance, and wanted to have a little chat with you, Scott. Just kind of, I know we've had the fires, and I've heard some people say that you need to do certain things to protect yourself, and thought what better than to ask you.
Great, fantastic.
So one thing that I had heard is that it's wise to go through your house. Hopefully nothing happens, right? But let's just say your house catches on fire. It might be hard to prove everything you have if you don't have receipts. So with that being said, you might want to take a video camera and go through and open all your drawers and go through the whole house so you have proof of everything. Is that necessarily true, or how's that work?
Not a bad idea. You know, having a video inventory of the contents of your home is never a bad idea. And with cell phones, almost everyone has a camera.
Right.
You know, that is able to take video pretty clearly. Ask your 12-year-old if you can't do it.
Right.
But taking a video of an inventory of your house is not a bad idea. It's easy to store. You know, it's a couple of meg. You put it on a thumb drive, keep it in a safe drive, but not necessary in most cases. If we imagine worst case scenario, heaven forbid, you have a kitchen fire, your house burns to the ground. Insurance companies really aren't going to, you know, question that you have, you know, a dinette, a bed, your living room furniture, your 40-inch LCD TV, that kind of thing. They won't question those kind of things. The things that you really want to make note of on your policy would be specialty items. If you had art, if you had some jewelry, if you had some rugs, if you had antique furniture. Now, in most cases, your home insurance policy.
So just make sure you have receipts for this.
Have receipts, absolutely, but in the case of art, fine art, jewelry, most home policies have low sublimits for these kinds of items. And you might want to get them scheduled to the policy, which is a specific kind of insurance per item. So let's imagine that you have you know, some artwork in your house, $7,000, and the sublimit on your home insurance policy is only $2,000 with a per item limit of $1,000. So we get reimbursed $1,000 of the, you know, the $7,000.
So how do you get around that?
Well, you would schedule it to your policy. There's a common term is a rider. And what you would do is you would get an assessment or evaluation of that art or jewelry made, and you would insure it to value. So if your Rolex were to go up in the fire, you know, with the rest of your belongings, you would get, you know, a Rolex at that replacement value, as opposed to the...
So where do you determine if you need a rider or not? Is it only really expensive stuff, or where's the threshold?
Well, you need, it varies by policy. So,
right.
You know, a good recommendation would be, if you have things like this, call your insurance professional. Call us. You know, we'd be happy to review your policy, let you know where the shortcomings might or might not be. You know, if you're adequately covered, we're happy to tell you that. But if, you know,
I need to read mine. I haven't looked at
exactly.
it.
If you're not an insurance professional,
right.
and you know, you bought your home insurance policy when you bought your home, and that was 15 years ago, you're probably due for a review. You know, so you know, at the end of the day, if you have questions of these nature, call an insurance professional. You know, call the person who wrote your policy, or call us. We'd be happy to review, you know, a policy written by another agent. It's you know, it's common language to us, maybe not to you.
Okay, so bottom line is the video camera is a good idea, but really you need to have these riders. And so I assume you get a rider on, again, where's kind of, I know you said it changes, but I mean, are we talking a big screen TV? Are we talking...
Yeah, simply things of high intrinsic value. If you have the engagement ring is a common item that we would get scheduled. Jewelry,
okay.
Men's and women's, fine art, rugs, antique furniture. If you have an expensive silverware set, plateware, that kind of thing. These are all things that, you know, you accumulate over time.
So the moral of the story here is
get your insurance checked. Review your policy.
Get your insurance checked.
Right. And you know, have an intelligent discussion with your insurance professional about the things you've accumulated. And you know, if you do the video walkthrough, which is not a bad idea. I mean, it's always, you know, good to have a copy, but these things will pop up. You go, that's right, we bought that, you know, that dining room set, you know, from an estate sale. We spent, you know, $15,000 on that.
I guess now that I think about it, you might not think of all the things that you had to even request to get covered.
Most people don't. you know, but if you have a discussion with somebody like me who knows insurance, we'll tell you where the shortcomings are. We can look at the supplements on your policy and say, hey, you know, you're a business professional, you and your wife work from home, you probably have more than $5,000 in computers, you know, laptops, work provided computer, your desktop, that kind of thing, you know. So these are discussions we would have, you know, based on the people we're talking to.
Okay. Well, Scott, thanks. I appreciate you kind of clarifying that with me, and I have a better understanding of what, you know, we probably need to do for insurance. The fires are kind of over, but you never know, right?
That's
And
right.
So it's kind of an eye opener that we had this, and I think it's something that everybody should probably take a look at.
I agree. Thanks for the opportunity to talk.
You bet. Thanks.